Okay, so here is the long-awaited vlog that's been coming since like what, April? Um, but yeah, finally. So this is basically gonna be like a kind of life update and stuff that's happening and going on right now. But first I'm going to just go and tell you it's raining really, really hard outside right now. So you're probably going to hear like some crazy sounding stuff going on in the background, which is going to be that and the dogs and stuff. So just pay no attention. Anyway, so I'm going to go back to the end of March, beginning of April, and work our way up to now. I'll give you the Reader's Digest version though, so it's not like I sit here and talk to you for 4 hours, because I'm sure nobody wants to hear that, because I don't think I have it in me to even sit here and ramble that long, and I'm a really good rambler. So, anywho, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So, April, I end up in the hospital on the night of our anniversary, and as most of you I'm sure already know, found out I was diabetic, so that's taken up a good fraction of my time and resources and things of that nature. So I'm trying to get all that under control and make lifestyle changes and things like that. So that's definitely been an adventure so far. But thankfully everything's going good with that. You know, got everything for the most part under control, except for some of the stress and everything, which is a contributing factor, especially for me. So that's going to be kind of something that it's just going to have to be a gradual process, because there's been so much going on, and it's just one of those things that, you know, you just have to deal with it the best you can, and some deal better than others, and obviously I have not been dealing so well, but that's changing slowly but surely, but it is, so I'm very grateful for that. So let's fast forward some to June. A lot of you guys know, and I know some of you don't, I had a cousin who was really and truly more like a brother to me, who was murdered 3.5 years ago, January 2nd, 2011. So, you know, we've sat here for 3.5 years, nothing was done, but there was a lot of work going on behind closed doors and, you know, behind the scenes that we didn't really get to see much of or be involved in or what have you. We had the trial on June 18th, or it may have been the 16th. I can't remember. Anyway, it was that week. That's all I can remember. So we had the trial. His murderer, which is his ex-wife, was convicted of manslaughter, and sentencing is not until September. So we've had all that to deal with and kind of meditate on, and, you know, I mean, deal with, you know, we're still having to wait another 2-3 months for justice, and we've already waited all this time, and so that's really, really hard to deal with. But, you know, you kind of just, I guess you make your peace with it as best you can, and it doesn't really go away because it's always right there in the front of your mind, but you cope with it day to day best as you know how. So that's definitely been something to zero in on. Also, there's just been a lot of stuff going on with like Adam's job. He had been working for a temporary company for 2.5 years at Mercedes-Benz, and it was back around Christmas, I think, is when he did his testing and everything. He got put into a hiring pool, and then as needed, they hired the people out of the hiring pool. Well, Adam finally got hired on July 28th, was his first official day with Mercedes. So we are super, super excited about that, super thankful. And it's been great so far. I'm sure there's only better things ahead on the horizon there too. And sorry, the puppy is having a fit. And yes, I do mean puppy. I'll tell you that in a minute. But yeah, so we have lots of great things going on there, and we're really excited and looking forward to all that. So that's great. But that week was really bittersweet for us, in another aspect, because the following day, our Chihuahua, Gracie, she was the first one out of the 3 that we have that we got. 2.5 pounds of holy terror. She apparently had a neurological disorder that we were not aware of. The vet was not even, really full circle about that until we started putting the pieces together after she passed away. She was fine that morning. It was really very, very, very sudden. She was fine, and she ate her breakfast and everything, and she was having a good time playing, running around, just being a dog, and just out of nowhere she just kind of collapsed and hit the ground, and that was it. And that has been so incredibly hard on not just Adam and myself, but like my parents, who were really close to her too. I mean, we jokingly always called her our starter child, so it's been really hard trying to deal with that loss and process all that. So we've really been hit hard with that. And also, in light of that event, well, not light, I don't guess, but when that happened, we were both really, really devastated. And, well, anyway, there's no other way to put it, but I'll just introduce you. This is Jelly Bean. She's actually, we call her Jelly Bear, but her name's Jelly Bean. We call her JB, Princess JB, Jabes, whatever. She answers to most anything. She is 17 weeks, and she is a nightmare. But she is a nightmare in the best possible way. We love her so much. She is so energetic and high-strung, and she's helping us cope with all that emotion and grief so well, because we know in our hearts, that's what Gracie would want. She wouldn't want us to be sad, grieving and upset, because anytime any of us were upset, she would always try to lick our faces and make us stop crying, because it worried her so much, you could tell. And so we're grateful that we have Miss JB to occupy our hands and minds right now. So now to get to the breaking news that I'm sure everybody is on the edge of their seats, like, will you shut up babbling and just tell us already? I know a lot of people, just the vibe that I'm getting from folks, they think that we're pregnant. I'm sorry, we're not pregnant right now. We hope to be soon, but I don't know when. That's up to God. So we'll see when that happens, but not right now. But we are actually, this is exciting, but it's bittersweet. We're moving. I know a lot of people did not see that coming. I did not myself, actually, but when things are right, things are right. And I've always felt like this, when God speaks to you, when God moves, you listen, you follow. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. Because the opportunity has arisen for us to move closer to Adam's job. Not only that, but closer to our nieces, nephew, brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, all the family, closer down there, on his side and everything. But it would be in the long run, a big money saver for us, because, of being so close to his job. The commute right now is like an hour and 10, 15, 20 minutes one way. So, as you can imagine, that gets really monotonous on him. It's exhausting for him, especially considering, usually he's worked 8, 9, 10 hours, 12 some days, and then has to drive all that way or ride all that way home. So it takes a lot out of him. And honestly, this is going to be better on him in the long run, just for that aspect, and for, the savings of the gas and the wear and tear on our vehicles and stuff like that. So it's a good thing. And it's bittersweet, though, because, we're leaving behind a lot. My family, my parents, a lot of our friends, memories, things like that you can't put in a box and take with you. So while we're really excited and we're super happy, we couldn't be even happier if we tried, we're still kind of, like, oh man, so it's difficult. But we're just staying positive and looking at this like, this is a blessing, this is an opportunity, and we're going to use it. We want to take full advantage of it. And so we're going to. We're hoping to get moved probably by like the middle of September, if not a little later or sooner, give or take. I don't know. We'll see how all that works out. That just depends on like Adam's work schedules and stuff like that, and packing and everything, but somewhere in that time frame. And I know the next thing a lot of our friends are going to be asking is, what about Halloween? Because we always do the Halloween party. Don't worry, the Halloween party will continue as usual, as regularly scheduled, just at a different house in a different city, but still, we will have the Halloween party. Don't worry about that. I can't think of anything else that I really wanted to say or tell you guys, so I guess that's it. I hope everybody is doing great, and I hope you're having a good Friday. Hope you have a good weekend coming up. I know a lot of the kids started school this week, and that seems so ridiculous to me because it's not even like the middle of August yet. It's just the freaking, like, not even the 10th yet. What is this? I just don't understand, are they trying to make these kids go year-round or something? If that's the case, why not just do it already? And, yeah, I don't know. I guess there's a reason why I'm not a school administrator. Anywho, so I hope everybody has a great weekend. Have a good what's left of your Friday, and we will talk to you and see everyone very soon, I hope. Bye!